Good morning. It's 10 a.m. My alarm just went off and I am a little tired. But here I am. Let's see what's in the planet. See what's happening with the planets today. We got the moon, the north node, the sun, and Jupiter. The moon, the north node, and the sun, and Jupiter. Okay, and what signs? And what signs? Sagittarius, Gemini, so sister signs. Gemini, Sag, Aries, and Gemini again. So something about thinking, communicating, where to go. Gemini. I think Aries is what I said. Gemini. And the numbers. 2, 11, 9, 9. The nines. Wait. And 11 and 2. 2, 11. So it's like an ending. An ending is coming up. 11 is like a mirroring energy. And 2 is like duality. Also, it's I want to say it's a harmony, some type of harmony. Let's see what Sedna has to say today. Sedna, and I'll clarify with the angel deck today. And let's see. Shaman Oracle. I haven't used this one in a while on here, so let's do that. How are you? The spiral upper world. So cycles ending. Also higher self, higher thinking. Jaguar, which is like a storm type energy, like power moments. Spiritual. Thunder, maybe something about like the thunder from down under. Farts. I'm just kidding. Excuse me. No, thunder. vibrations, maybe, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't remember what that one's about, but let's see if it comes out again. Coyote. I'll have to read that because number 12, and the rattle. Number 43, that's one of my numbers. And behind that is the curse, number 14. The 80 cross, number 2. Alright, let's get a spread real quick. Five of Swords. I'm just gonna pull the cards and then we'll I don't know. 8 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Coins, 6 of Pentacles, and what was that? 8 of Cups. So somebody's in their head about your happiness and independence, and they're feeling maybe left out in a way or cut off from your life, but it's maybe because they walked away from you before. It's like a cause and effect. I'm saying it was like something they asked for in some way. How are we showing up? 2 cards. The Empress and the 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to keep them. So they're seeing you stand in your power with, your creative ventures. You're able to manifest based on the hard work that you've accomplished. Like you've been putting in the work and it's making you this Empress. I don't know. They see your forward movement. Somebody sees you as very intelligent, integrating lessons, moving on, and your money. Your we got the 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Empress. So you're manifesting, you're able to manifest what you desire. And what is surfacing? 5 of Pentacles. They're feeling left out. They see you stable emotionally, and it's putting them in their head about your happiness. 9 of Pentacles again. So this person wants to be independent too, but they're not. In some way, they're maybe codependent. Claire, what do we need to expand on? The Magician. Keep doing what you're doing. You have everything you need. So there's a mindset that you're illuminating. The Emperor, 7 of Cups. It's like you have choice, and you there's power in your choices. Knight of Cups. There's also power in your intuition and following your heart with things. And this person seeing you standing in your power, making choices based on your power, what gives you fulfillment in some way. And that's what's feeling the power. Like that you have everything that you need. And this person doesn't like it. They feel left out. It's the Five of Swords. They want to cut you off from your power. What actions do we take? What actions? Queen of Wands, keep doing what you're doing. Three of Cups, Two of Swords, Four of Wands. Defend your happiness in some way. Page of Pentacles. That's what's bringing in money for you. Four of Wands, happiness, stability. Two of Swords, blocking out third parties. The Three of Cups, maybe you're making friends. Maybe this person isn't a friend to anyone. Actions. So it's commanding your happiness in some way. Introspecting, like, what are the lessons from, this past-ish, whatever. Also, something about unity within. Definitely celebrations. There's also a peace, kind of, with the Two of Swords. What's in our resources? Knight of Wands. You're able to integrate, like, move forward. There's definitely a fiery passion about you. King of Pentacles. There's money coming in slowly, maybe, but stable. The Fool. It's a passion, like a new beginning. This new year's bringing in, like, you're able to drop the burdens from things of the past and grow, like, fruit from, there's like blueberries in the tree. There's fruit from how you've integrated. That's what, the abundance is here. Okay. So now I want to read the coyote thing and then I'll clarify. That's not the book. Excuse me, sorry. I don't mean to cough on you. 12. Okay, so the coyote is a sacred symbol of the The coyote is a symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding to ensure that things don't go as planned. The coyote brings in the energy of divine deception to set you free from shackles of that which doesn't serve you. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find that the coyote brings you the opposite of what you hope for. This lesson offered by the coyote may at first appear confusing, but they are most sacred and always for your highest good. Yeah, so this could have been a situation where somebody left you. You didn't know what it was about, like what, so this is the Knight of Wands energy, right? We mastered the lesson, I think, in that. but it was a divine detour. It was something that was meant to happen. It was like a trickster, like, okay, you're sad about this now, but you're gonna thank me later, you know? It's like that tough love from the divine, like, okay, you can understand the lessons, like in this picture, like her hands and feet are both injured, right? But there was a reason for the injury. It was to teach, excuse me. If the coyote calls to you, this is a time to pay special attention to detours and disappointment, as they are true tests of faith. You have set your intentions and turned them over to the Great Spirit, yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you are being led off course, off the path leading to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this, Coyote is a sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to handle what you set in motion. Great growth and understanding come to you when Coyote calls your name. The medicine. Are you being seduced by what you think you desire? Could it be that the more superficial, sparkly, shiny aspects of your ambition led you in this moment? Perhaps you feel that in order to get what you desire, you have to compromise yourself, control others, manipulate situations to ensure your goal is met. Coyote howls in the shadows to remind you that this may be a lesson too painful to learn. Beware of the shadows. Beware the shallow waters right now. Beware of the shadows too. Something or someone might pretend to be deep, but that doesn't make them so. No matter how seductive their superficial traits and how beautiful or sparkly they appear, all that glitters there will not turn up gold, no matter how many wishes you make to change that. Okay, that makes sense. So there is a trickster here, and I think we know the signs of the trickster. There's also 2 5s here. There's a change, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. You may feel like you're being left out in some way. You may feel cut off from a person, place, or thing, and it doesn't have to be the same person. That kind of, it could be that you're just needing to, realize how powerful you are. We have the Magician and the Queen of Wands and the Empress and the 8 of Pentacles. So it's a self-mastery about standing in your power, right? In your creative feminine energy. Like, just know that you may be manifesting something to come in. 43. And by maybe withdrawing, excuse me. Okay. The rattle. The rattle is a spirit caller carrying the shaman's prayer to the 4 directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future. Closing with the prayer, Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. The invitation. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. Okay. Excuse me. The medicine. You want to catch God on the whisper, not the shout. What you are trying to craft to your own desires and expectations is already there, standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. You are being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to use to serve a divine purpose. I see. So, this was a lesson. So this trickster spirit came in, stirred things up, mucked it up for you, like your plans, goals, whatever, and for a divine purpose. So it's to serve in some way. So we did get the North Node. So the North Node is about, divine purpose, like something that you're meant to do in this life. So something is closing, you're thinking through and taking action, pioneering with this higher learning, this higher understanding from the lessons that you've learned from this situation. So let's clarify. So, there's a reason for there's a higher purpose for this. And Spirit is confirming that. So it's like everyone's story is different. So, take from that what you've kind of understood. Like for me, I had to learn that even though I'm giving, what I'm giving isn't always received back in that way. Like in different ways, like we receive what we give. And like it may not be with, so it's higher than us, right? It's a divine power, a higher power. It's thy will to be done, not my will. So in this situation, like if we can't control like what is gonna play out with other people, for sure. But okay, so somebody was lying, doing witchcraft. So spells, lies, gossip, even dark magic, can be what ended this situation previously, right? It was so that okay, so it was for a higher purpose though. Like this person, place or thing, whatever, it may have had the idea or the inclination that what they were doing was going to cause you some sort of conflict in your life. But this was part of a higher plan and they weren't aware of that. Like there was something, because we have the Three of Pentacles and the Moon and the Five of Wands. So they could have had you like in competition, but it was like for a a higher purpose. It wasn't so, like, people think that it's their, sometimes people do terrible things to other people thinking that they're winning, but they're really actually just fulfilling a divine purpose in some way in your life, like to show you like your divine path, right? Like a catalyst in a way, or maybe you are a catalyst to someone else's lesson, but they haven't, maybe grasped or understood the lesson. But it's like divine timing. It's all about God maintaining everything. It's, yes, there's free will, but God ultimately has the last choice or decision in the matter. Okay, clarify what's showing up here, or how we're showing up. 10 of Cups. So, clarifying the 8 of Cups and the Empress. The 10 of Cups, meaning fulfillment. So, ultimate fulfillment, right? And a 10, completion. And the 8 of Cups, Eight of Cups, Emperor, High Priestess, and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is in regards to understanding your power and your intuition and loyalty in some way. You've been loyal to yourself, walking away from things that, like lies, deceit, but standing in your power. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles. Excuse me. The King of Swords. And the 5 of Pentacles again. So it's about, well, it's definitely a victory in some way, because like cutting off, it's a mastery. King of Swords, mastery. 6 of Swords, King of Pentacles, Hierophant. So it's mastering the lesson of like moving on. Maybe from systems that try to keep you down, from status quo, from like maybe a commitment there that wasn't like serving. Also walking away from people that walked away from you in some way, like maybe they left you out in the cold, but they want you to still be there for them in some way. It's like, huh? Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. But it's about like understanding your truth. And we have 11. This is number 11 in here. It's about giving, receiving, but it's like that out in the cold energy. Left behind energy. And it's bringing up that trickster spirit energy. Because, like, honestly, if people are lying about you or gossiping about you or spreading, misinformation about you, there may be a reason that they feel the need to do that, and it has nothing to do with you. It's more about like the way that they feel about themselves. It's not it's like tearing down to bring themselves up in some way. It's like I'm feeling some sort of ways about you, so I have to create some drama or some sort of issue with you so that other people don't see you in the light that you are.
Sorry, how long?
That's weird. That's my Google Home thing.
I'm still not sure what you mean, so I cancelled the timer.
It's saying it set a timer? Oh, that's fucking weird. Oh my goodness. Anyways, clarify the magician. So you have 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. That was fucking weird. Okay. 5 of Wands. Page of Cups, 8 of Swords, 2 of Wands. So it's talking about choice here. So there was a choice made by somebody to involve other people and create like maybe spells about like rumors, gossip, things like that. Could be like spells being cast upon you in some way, and it was to cause conflict in your life, to put you in your head about maybe being naive. So it put you at a crossroads in some way. But you were able to kind of understand your power. And maybe people are seeing you as like a noble person, like somebody who would somebody with discernment. And so it kind of backfired, I think, and put them in their heads. And maybe this is a person who wants to say sorry for causing conflict. But yeah, 9 of Cups. Queen of Cups. The Moon. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups. Like so this is about like seeing your worth, understanding, well, not just seeing your worth, but like seeing the love within yourself and protecting that, you know, seeing also your power. There's some sort of redemption energy. Page of Swords, Two of Swords, the Star, and the World. Yeah. So this is a hopeful energy, but it's like you had to find that for yourself with this Page of Swords, Two of Swords. And the World is closing out a cycle, healing with the Star. So it's like, it says God the Redeemer, redemption, serves against enemies of religion, governs chastity. Clarify the Knight of Wands. The Eight of Wands. Clarifying the Knight of Wands. And we have the Page of Cups, Eight of Swords, Two of Wands, King of Cups. So again, that choices energy keeps coming up. Excuse me. The Page of Cups could be yeah, this is definitely about forward movement, communication, like a swift victory, because like you've integrated the lessons of this difficulty, whatever it is. Make it fit however it fits for you. Like there was a reason for the turmoil, the whatever it was, conflict, spells being cast on you, things happening the way that they did. It played out for a higher purpose. So the goal here is to find the purpose and what that was, and kind of use it to your advantage in some way. The King of Cups is emotionally stable, maturity. It says restitution. It says God seeing everything. So you may have like a stronger outlook on spirituality, more control over your mind with this Eight of Swords. Like you're not imprisoned by your thoughts. There was like an education from you know what I mean, from whatever this was. It was like a higher learning. It was like trials and tribulations to protect you in the future, because there's something that you're meant to do, and this type of situation was supposed to teach you how to handle that type of warfare. And now, so God is giving you like a boon energy for everything that you've gone through. And like happiness, like I've seen this as like the angels kissing you in the forehead, sending you off into, your mission. And maybe this baby, this kid or whatever, is like some creative idea that you're kind of putting work into. So it doesn't have to be like a little child, but it could be. It could be because, We aren't barren over here. Just kidding. Yeah, so because like, okay, people might think that maybe you can't have kids. There may have been a time that you thought that you couldn't have kids, but there may be a shift in that too. So miracles happen, and they happen all the time. So there's that. I hope this helps. It was kind of random, but I hope this helps, and thanks for watching. Take care.